Hello and welcome back. I'm Archfiend, your host, and today we're back with some more of this Tales of Arise stuff we got going on here. Notice, new background. So, last episode, whole bunch of stuff happened. So, we basically read a whole bunch of data about research and all that stuff from the last 300 years between Alphen and Volron, and how Volron was actually a Danon like Alphen, but he was portrayed to be a lord so that way he could win the crown contest and become the next sovereign, even though he was already the sovereign through being a test subject. Pretty much they had already made him a sovereign. He just needed to go through the crown contest to make it a legitimate thing. So we figure that out. Then we actually go to the altar. We go to the altar. We find where Alphen and Noire, sorry if I butchered her name, basically are doing the Rena's Alma, and that's where she has to use her powers to basically keep Alphen under control from the darkness, and then that's when the thorns activate. So they basically have been in her family lineage from that point on. So all of her descendants had the thorns. But after that, we got some new outfits. Shion got this thing, and Alphen, let me go over here, got this thing. So apparently there's supposed to be some like protective garbs that help them control the powers, the astral arts. So we got that. Then we came through this area and went to the depths area, the secret area, whatever this place is called. And found out that Volron was actually still alive. We didn't actually fight him. We fought the Red Lady, who turned into some like mechanism or mechanical thing and split into like 6 different things. I don't know what to call them, but we fought 6 of them, managed to barely beat them. Then she basically made the whole place collapse. Oh no, that was Volron. Volron made the whole place collapse because she disappeared, and he didn't like that, so he made the whole place basically collapse, fall apart, trying to take out the party, which he almost took Shion out, but we managed to get away from there, and now we are currently here escaping this area. And our next destination is Rena. So we're going to go to Rena now, but first we have to go back to the spaceship.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the red woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Rena's Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Alright, I guess that's it. So, we gotta go... Yeah, we gotta go this way, I think. Oh wait, I can't go that way. Never mind! I'm going the wrong way, apparently. We gotta go this way. No, you worry. Alright. Is there anything for us to do up here? The pedestal where the Renaissance sat 300 years ago now gives off no trace of power. Well, that's a bummer. You're supposed to hold the power. I want the power. Give me the power. Where's this door at? Here it is. It's crazy how you go from such a high-tech place over here, and then you go over here and it's all like plant-based. Like everything in there is just nothing but plants. But I get that it's supposed to be for the sovereign. It's supposed to like help them control the powers or something like that, or it's supposed to like resonate or something like that. They didn't really give us like a very good description of it. All I know is that it was to help. Volron used it to help him to be able to channel the maiden's power through it. So I guess apparently it amplifies the maiden's power or something like that. I don't remember right off the top of my head. It's been a few days since I last played this. So I'm kind of just going off the top of my head with all this stuff. As you can tell, that cutscene just verified a lot of the stuff I just talked about. And even flipped some of the stuff I was talking about. It was the red woman that caused all the collapsing of everything. Am I gonna have to fight things again, or are they all gonna... What happened here? I don't know what's going on. My controller is doing something. Oh, now you're gonna let me control you. I don't know what happened. My controller decided to have a mind of its own and wanted to go forward. Alright guys, let's go. I didn't want to fight you, but I have to fight you anyways. Right, I'm here. Oh, I can't use you. Ouch! What is wrong with... Oh, no, no, get out of there, no! I'm going in. You got spirit. There we go. Oh, I thought I already used you. Damn it! It's too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up. Aww. There. Oh! There we go. Now! Scarlet Inferno! Here I go! This world! Eat dirt! You're mine! Radiant Pierce! Dirt? Okay. Lightning condemned! Oh, Dohalim's down. That's why I can't use this thing. Where's the life bottle at? I'm about to be down. I gotta get out of here.
It's showtime! Armor won't save you! Denied!
Here I come!
Lightning orb! Dance in the wind!
Dragon form!
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Everlasting! Here I come!
Negative field!
Move! Move! No! No! Come here! There we go. Oh no! 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 Oh darn it! I was hoping I wouldn't die. Come on. There we go. Finally got one! Holy cow! There we go. Bloody howl. There we go.
Astral energy. Say no more.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Yeah, I need lots of it. Thank you very much. Where's it at? Where's my... Oh, there they are. I'm like, which one is it? La la la. Let's see here. Xian! Wait. Xian, I need your first aid, please. First aid? Oh wait, I could just do this. Healing circle. There we go. Alright, everyone's good now. Jeez, that takes a lot. I gotta fight anything else in here? I remember there's a giant Zoogle right here. Where did it go? Why is there nothing else in here? Was it just that one thing I had to fight? Nope, here we go. Giant Mantis Zoogle, come here.
I won't forgive you.
Come here. Nope.
Not today.
Don't hit me.
Take this. Armor won't save you. Take this. Time to cross blade.
In a bind?
Destruction. Dragon
Nope,
Force.
out of here.
With
Get out of
the
here.
earth.
It's over. Vacuum blade. Dragon Force.
Oh, I don't have any more. Come here, Xian. How much health do you have left? You've got a lot of health.
Begin. You're finished.
I don't like that. Oh, sorry.
You picked the wrong fight. Dragon Force.
To everlasting darkness.
You got rid of my thing. How dare you? I'm glad I healed all my party members. Nope, sorry.
Resonate with the earth. Here I come.
Nope, nope, didn't do that.
Vacuum blade.
No, Kasara, you're a little late on the stoppage of it.
Vacuum blade. Dragon Force. I'm not done.
Oh, ouch! Jeez, you do like
Vacuum blade.
critical damage or something like that. Oh, get out of here. Oh, there. I got ya.
Destruction. Not today.
Come here.
Take this.
Here I come. There.
Here's a healing arc.
Dragon Force.
Ow! Will you stop hitting me? What did I do to you? Oh, okay.
The earth pulse. Tectonic fission.
Vacuum blade.
Oh, no, it's gonna hit me. Nope. Sorry, Buster. Ouch! Really? I'm over here trying to dodge out of the way. Ow.
Dragon Pistol. Try this. Explosive ray.
There we go.
Ignite.
Somehow did it.
Dragon Force. There.
In a bind?
Dragon Force.
Oh, so, ouch! Really?
You're mine. I owe you one.
Oh, Xian! Or not Xian,
Here I
but
come.
Sarah!
Dragon Force. Try this.
Come here.
Elusive deity.
Explosive ray.
Rotating pile driver.
Sheesh!
I'll face you.
Oh, thank you.
This one's
Come here.
mine.
Here I come. Vacuum blade.
Oh. Oh.
Take it.
Aw. I didn't have anything.
This one's all mine.
Get out of here. Oh, well, you done did it now.
Vacuum blade.
Crescent flash.
There we go.
Through.
That should do it.
Ah! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
What?
Here I come.
That's why.
In an instant. Impact clock.
They really made us work for that one.
Okay. We got more enemies up ahead. Run! Ha 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 ha! I got by all of you. Ha ha ha! Oh, and they're chasing me. Holy cow! They want my meaty goodness. Apparently. All right. Let's see if anything we did in there affected the outside town.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenigis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenigis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenigis right now?
Lenigis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then.
He finally gets it.
Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Wait, what?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenigis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenigis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Oh, there's the power. Power's back on. Oh, oh. That didn't sound good at all. Ugh.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
Oh! Dohalim.
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenigis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnigan's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenigis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenigis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
What? Renan leader. Cool. Okay, after taking charge of the situation and relieving the people of Lenigis of their fear, Dohalim stands tall, no longer burdened by his past. Nice!
Looks like the people of Lenigis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
Oh, I can't go back? Oh, oh, that's a bummer. Oh, that's fast travel. Never mind.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
I got another one? Holy cow.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
All right. Well, that's that, I guess. Wait, can I teleport back there? Oh, I can't. Oh, wait. Okay, I see. Wait. Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? That's weird. So wait, where's it? What? I'm confused by the map now. So where is this gonna take me then? I have no idea. Hello. There's been a lot of damage, but now that the power's back on, I'm hopeful that things are going to be okay. His Excellency Lord Dohalim urged us all to work together. We should think about what we can do to help the city. I mean, you're correct on that aspect. You probably should. You can't just let the place you live in just perish. Got somebody over here now? Yes. Just like that, Lord Dohalim managed to completely dispel people's fear. That's what makes him a lord. Yeah, nobody will think twice about trying to pull anything funny now. He's so wonderful. It would be nice if his excellency remained so that we could continue to lead us guide. What? I did not read that properly, did I? You'd think that they would... Hill away! That poor child needs help. Why the children? Why? Is anything gonna happen in this place? No, apparently not. Yep. Well, I'm not even through this area yet, so maybe. What the heck was that? What was that noise? I'm so confused. Why am I hearing random noises all of a sudden? Is there gonna be a cutscene right here? Is there? I don't know. No? What? Oh. What about over here? No? Nope. Well, that's a bummer. Man. You'd think by now everybody would be healed. Apparently not. This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House Canonarius. I butchered that word. I must ask you to depart at once. Oh wait, I've already talked to you. Never mind, I don't want to talk to you. You're mean. You're Amadrea Casaria, right? House Amadrea. I've been butchering her name this entire time. Through this entire playthrough, ever since we ran into Amadrea, I've been butchering her name. The characters themselves say it differently than I do. Hello! Lord Dohalim was amazing. Everyone was so scared, but he calmed everyone down in a flash. I've never seen a lord until today. He looked so noble. He sure did. There's a reason why everyone admires our lords and wants to grow up to be just like them. I don't know about noble. Not all the lords are noble. And look at Ganabelt. He wasn't very noble. Who would have ever thought an acting lord would step in and fix the problem? But it is really safe for him. But is it really safe for him to be away from his realm? It's unusual to be sure, but Lord Dohalim explained the situation well. I, for one, am grateful he was here to help us. I mean, he did kind of like set your minds at ease. I was surprised to hear the city's core reactor was behind all that trouble, but the situation seems to be under control now. Well, you can thank the top engineers of the area that did that for you, you know. Alright, we have arrived to the ship, yes. Let the travels to Rena begin. Maybe. Who knows? Find out now.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenigis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenigis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should...
What? What? Whoa! Hello? Why are you here? Are we gonna have a space battle? Oh. What the? Whoa, what are you doing to the ship? Hey, where's Rena at? Where's Rena at in all this? Should be in the background, shouldn't it? What the heck? What? Did you just use teleportation magic? Oh no. Oh no, where did we go? I don't like this.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone, look there!
What the heck? What? Oh my goodness. Wait a minute.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenigis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenigis are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The flower of oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenigis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down! You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Whoa!
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
What? Are we getting another, like, cutscene thing? Oh, there we go. What the heck? Wait, where are we going? What is that? Or, oh, is that Lenigis?
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenigis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
Ah, Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people, does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise. Boo!
Ah! What the? Are you out of your mind? This isn't the time for games, Rinwell!
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to resist with you looking all jittery like that?
It's called experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, but seeing you act all nervous, you're making me start to feel nervous too.
Oh, sorry.
Staying alert is important, but too much caution can cloud your judgment. Try to strike a balance.
Well, alright, so we're here. I don't know where we are. It did look like Lenigis, but a different type of form of Lenigis, but it's not Lenigis? I don't know how to explain it.
I still can't get over what we saw happening outside the starship.
Yeah, our planet's really not doing too hot right about now.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface of Dana, so I figured it was just another round planet like ours. Still though, I never would have imagined Rena actually looked like that. And what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats me. I have absolutely no clue. It's so surreal. It looks like a broken egg or something.
Rena and Dana. We were taught that both worlds were spherical bodies that floated amongst the stars in the heavens. But to think that they lied to us not only about the Sovereign and the Crown contest, but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
That beam of light joining Dana and Rena. It was the Renan side that it first came from, right?
That's what it looked like. And then the Danon side responded.
Perhaps it was some kind of directive from the Renan homeworld? To reawaken the Wedge and Lenigis?
Which would mean that whoever's behind all this is on Rena after all. But what are they after? Is it really worth going through all this trouble just to steal Dana's energy?
Try to stay calm. With so many factors we don't understand, dwelling on it won't get us anywhere. What is it?
No, it's just... Zephyr once told me the same thing. So much for me making progress, huh?
You made it this far, didn't you? You notice something, you change it. That's all anyone can do. But you can't stand still in the meantime.
All right. Wait, what? The floor is... I guess we're going to the central floor. It's weird, because I thought Rena was going to be a whole complete planet. And I didn't realize... It was a surprise to find out that Rena was in such ruin like that. It's weird. So, I guess... My question is, has Rena always been there? Or was Rena somewhere else in the galaxy and then it knew it was dying, so it moved in that area? Or
are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
Yeah, I'm getting prepped. Yeah. Or the people that live on Rena moved the planet to where Dana is, found out that they were the same humans and stuff like that, and that they could get energy from those Danans to be able to supply their planet with astral energy, or a life force in this case. Wait, where are we at? What is this?
This place looks a lot like that room we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, there's somebody in there. Oh, no.
It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
Wait, what?
It doesn't look like it can move. Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
Whoa, what the heck?
That is correct. It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
It can talk.
What are you?
Hevrect 35.
Hevrect 35. Is that your name?
Correct.
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women, pulling their strings?
Wait, what? What's happening?
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any way.
Okay.
Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh, goody. More riddles.
Do you think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
Wait, what? Oh, so you're just gonna skip everything now?
I shall now answer your questions. We
Oh.
are Helganquil. The red women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Helganquil?
You are on Dake Phasol, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's great spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this great spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot refuse.
A voice? Just like Dana.
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it, without question, throughout the ages.
Does that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second. Could this great spirit be the true sovereign of Rena?
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Volron.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenigis. If Dana has a will of its own, I don't see why Rena wouldn't.
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time, just like these things.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
Yeah, but...
Let's assume that what Hevrek 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from both planets. Even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are disconnected.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's great spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The Wedge and Lenigis are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy. And the pursuit of that desire is why you see Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Indeed. And it was to that end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
Oh, wow.
But the ceremony failed. Lenigis was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renasalma.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, recreating the Renis Alma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy from Dana.
This is all happening because of me.
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you brought us here to your base, Hevrecht 35?
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second, it was to ascertain whether you would be likely to accept my request.
A request? But what could someone like you want us to...
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
Whoa!
I'm sorry, did you just ask us to kill your master?
I did. It is in your best interest that you do so, I might add.
What makes you say that?
Lenigis has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted to Rena. If nothing is done about the Great Spirit, it will not be long before all is lost.
You're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We won't let that happen.
Jesus.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, Helganquil, from under its control? Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize. As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
Vengeance? For what?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
You mean... you're dying?
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the others. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me. If you agree to help, I shall fix your ship.
Others? Just how many of you are there?
I am the only Helganquil who inhabits Dake Faisal.
Then
Hey!
wait.
Hey!
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us. Let's take a look around.
What just happened? Oh, so you're telling me that that Rena has been ruined because of the Great Spirit, and now it's after
You
Dana.
can't seriously be buying anything that creature told us, right? I mean, it's practically blackmailing us into doing its dirty work.
To be honest, the conversation went on for so long, I'm not sure I understood all of it. How about you, Dohalim? Were you able to follow it at all?
At the very least, everything it said about the Renan Great Spirit adds up. At the end of the day, this whole chain of events comes back to astral energy. That being said, had we not previously encountered the will of Dana, I suspect I would find its story much more difficult to believe.
The spirit of Rena wants to see Dana completely destroyed.
But why? Astral energy is supposed to be a force that creates and shapes the world.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if we're up against an entire world or what its game is. We're not going to let it destroy Dana.
Right.
There is one other thing that concerns me. How the Great Spirit, the Helganquil, and the Crown Contest are all part of a centuries-long plan is clear enough. But what about the Renans? How do they factor into all this?
Now that you mention it, and all that talk, Hevrecht 35 never even brought up the Renans once. And as for the Helganquil, we never did find out just what they are either.
Maybe it had a reason for keeping its silence. Or perhaps there's even more going on. Maybe the others will shed more light on the matter. Let's find out.
We're gonna go ahead and find that out in the next episode, because I'm gonna end this episode here. Holy cow! So, so we get back to the ship, and the red woman basically teleports us away from our destination, next to this floating space station ship thing that we're currently in. We find out that Rena is actually in ruin because of the great spirit that dwells in Rena. And Rena, the great spirit in Rena, wants the astral energy from Dana. And the people that are currently living on, and this is my hypothesis, that the people that are living on Rena are the same type of people as the person that we just talked to. So, I don't know, but we're going to figure out what the heck happens in the next episode. So we're going to go talk to those, the other people, I guess, that are on the ship or what. Because apparently he said that there was nobody else on the ship but him. But he said go talk to the others. So, we'll figure that out in the next episode. So, that'll do it. I will see you all in the next episode. But until then, have a great time and bye-bye.